Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I with my friend will discuss about progression. Uh, we can look the name we have in the group. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Aizat bin Masnuri and my members is Muhammad Haziq Ilman bin Rusli, Muhammad Danish Iman bin Muhammad Rahimi and Muhammad Ishaduddin bin Samsuli. Firstly, I will introduce by the title about progression. The definition for a progression is sequence of number in which each term is related to its predecessor by a unformed law. There are three types of progression or series, which is arithmetic series, geometric series, and harmonic series. Two of them will be discussed in this report. Arithmetic series or arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Firstly, I will discuss about arithmetic series. An arithmetic series is a set of integer in which each term is derived from the one before it by adding or subtracting a fixed value. Turn the common difference d from the previous term. Number 2 is the formula. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d, where Tn is term and a is first term and d for common difference. Number 2 is geometric progression. The meaning is geometric progression is a series in which each term is obtained by multiplying or dividing the previous term by a set number known as the common ratio. You can look the example that we have given to you. So, I will pass to my friend.
Thank you, Iqbal Aizat. Now I will talk about Fila table. The first Fila table I will talk is arithmetic progression. Students from the UTHM campus begin applying for admission to student residential institution for about maximum capacity in 4,800 of students. Every student who wish to enroll must have received or finished the second doses of vaccination, as well as 14 days of school because of to lower the risk of COVID virus infection. Only 200 students are permitted to return the residential college in a single day, as determined by the residential college management and continues. On Fridays and Saturdays, this residential college is closed. How long does it take this residential college to fill up? There are 4 facts in our arithmetic progression Fila table. Number 1, up to 4,800 students can be stay in residential college. Number 2, only 2,000 students were permitted to check in on a single day. Number 3, were students live and study on campus at the university. Number 4, those students who have finished the immunization for 14 days are eligible to check in. Next, for idea in our arithmetic progression Fila table is so that the COVID-19 virus does not easily infect student. Next, student will find it easy to go to university because it is closer and provide a nice living environment. Then, to stop the spread of the COVID virus 19 and make student registration easier. The fourth, the mathematical progression technique in the progression title will be used to calculate this issue. There are 4 learning issues we can get in our arithmetic progression Fila table. First, why is it necessary for students who come to enroll to finish the 14-day vaccine? 2. Why do students need to settle in a residential college? 3. Why do students need to arrive in batch of only 200 students in single day? 4. What is the most efficient way to calculate the number of days until all students have enrolled? The action plan we will use are Google search, observation, and discussion. Next, I will talk about geometric progression filler table. There are two fast food chains that regularly post job opportunities. McDonald's Malaysia is the first firm to give a starting salary of RM1,200 per month. The total annual salary will increase by 5% each year the year after. KFC Malaysia, the second firm, pays a starting salary of RM1,000 in the following years. The total annual compensation will increase by 9%, which company is worth it if a person wants to work if he wants to save 50% of his salary for the next 15 years. There are 4 facts in our arithmetic progression filler table. First, the starting salary at McDonald's Malaysia is RM1,200. Second, McDonald's has a 5% yearly compensation growth rate. Third, working at KFC Malaysia pay a starting salary of RM1,000. Fourth, KFC Malaysia provide an annual wage increase of up to 9% next. There are 3 ideas in our arithmetic progression filler table. Number 1, to show gratitude to personnel who have previously contributed to the success of their respective organization. Number 2, to ensure a prosperous future and stable economy. Number 3, to calculate the amount of 20% of the total wage received over 15 years. We will utilize a geometry. There are 14 we are learned in our arithmetic progression filler table. There is: first, why should the wage of an employee be increased every year? Second, why do you need to be competent at picking a career that pays well? Number 3, what is the best way for determining which of these two organizations has the highest wage for nearly 15 years? Next, we use the Google search, observation, and discussion for our resource needed. That's all for me. Thank you.
The background problem, they have 2 problem statements. The first problem statement, we figure out how many days it will take to finish the amount of students, which is 4,800 students. 4,800 students have been allocated, which is the student will enroll later, and which this TN is 4,800. First to mention it, the number of students that will enroll each day are 200, which means A equals to 200 and D equals to 202. So to answer the problem, we recognize the arithmetic formula and calculate how many days it will take to finish the registration. The arithmetic formula that will be used is TA equals to A plus in the bracket N minus 1 close the bracket D, where A equals to first term, D equals to common difference, N equals to term in sequence,
and t equals to number of terms. So the second formula is d equals to a n minus a n minus 1. So a n equals to the number of n term, and a minus 1 equals to second last term. So the third formula is s n equals to n divided by 2 in the bracket 2a plus bracket n minus 1 close the bracket d close the bracket, where Sn is sum of terms. Sum of terms also can be used on formula Sn equals to n divided by 2 in the bracket a plus 1 close the bracket, where 1 is a last of term. So we determine the number of cell required for management if only 200 students are allowed to enroll per day, as well as the date registration is complete. The appropriate method used for this problem is the arithmetic progression. So for the problem statement, we find the amount of salary in 1 year for 2 different companies. We calculate the increased annual salary for the first year in 2 different companies. 5% for McDonald's Malaysia and 9% for KFC Malaysia. The thing need to know is which company gives more work if someone works there and need to save 50% of his salary for the next 15 years. So to this question, we recognize the geometric formula that will be used to solve this problem. So the formula applied to calculate sum of first n terms of a geometric progression, which Sn equal to if r more than 1. The formula for geometric progression is Sn equals to a in the bracket r the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So if r less than 1, the formula for geometric progression is Sn equals to a in the bracket 1 minus r the power of n close the bracket divided by 1 minus r. So at last, we find which company gives more value of salary in each year and combine it to make a comparison. Therefore, we use geometric formula progression to find that. So we need to put the value that we get into the formula Sn equals to a on the bracket in the bracket r the power of n minus 1 close the bracket divided by r minus 1. So that is background problem.
Okay, for the solution of case study, there are two solutions of question. One is for arithmetic progression, two for geometric progression. For the arithmetic progression, this problem case study answer is determine the number of days necessary for all students to finish environment if it start on Sunday 24/9/2021. Since the terms of sequence is 200s, 400s, 600s, and the common difference is D is 200s, we can choose the formula of arithmetic progression in this problem. The formula we employ in an arithmetic progression because we are seeking for sum of the number of days which is Tn is a n minus d. Solution case of study for geometric progression. We need to find which more worth salary that we get from two companies. After that, we find the 50% of salary that he can get from both companies. The last step is we do the comparison between two companies, which is McDonald's Malaysia and KFC Malaysia. The one company that give more profit to him is the answer of this question. The goal of using geometric progression formula is to identify 15% of the amount compensation that may be obtained after working for nearly 15 years between two companies. To determine the first term, we must determine the total value of the salary for year for both organizations, because in the problem statement it is only given for the salary for 1 month. The value of the common ratio for the two firms is.
Today I will present about result and discussion. The question given to us, the value of first term or the value of A equal to 200, and question also give the common difference is equal to 200 or T is equal to 200. The total of student is 4,800. So we can assume the Tn is equal to 4,800. So we can find the value of the day registration. So we can use the formula arithmetic progression is Tn equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. So we can use the information given to us. So Tn equal to 4,800 equal to A equal to 200 plus n minus 1 D equal to 200. Okay, so we can calculate that. We can calculate 200 plus 200 multiplied by n, 200n, and 200 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 200. So n equal to 24. So from that we can find the total of the day, value of the day registration. If the registration start from Sunday 24 October 2021, it will be end at Wednesday 24 November 2021. So this is final answer, and thank you. The geometry progression. So the question give to us two case. One case is for MACD and two case for KFC. So case number 1, it given to us the value of A is equal to 40,400, and the value of R or common rational is R equal to 1.05. R is more than 1, so we can use the formula Sn equal A multiplied by R the power of n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. So use the information for calculate for find the Sn. So we get the answer. Case number 2 is the given value of A is 12,000. So the R is 1.09. R is more than 1. So use the information to find the Sn. So we get the Sn. So so that we can assume KFC is more than MACD because the value of KFC is more than the value of KFC. So we want to find 50 per 100 of the value of this is multiplied by 300 0.99 is equal to RM 176 195 49. That's the last final answer, and thank you.